after so long. I am finally live. I am finally here. And today we're going to be doing, here we already go with technical difficulties. We're going to, but we're here with I'm here with the episode of Teaching the Girls How to Curl, Silk Press Edition. So today we're going to be doing her a silk press. Let me make sure she's on here stable because we don't need her falling off. So her name is Shelly. I need y'all to get into Shelly, girl. Hold on one moment. I need y'all to get into Shelly. Shelly is really eating the set right now. This is a show where I come on here and I teach the girls how to do it all. I teach the girls how to do it all. Okay, curling, braiding, flat ironing, and slaying is like everything that we're gonna do. Okay, so if you don't already know, you better get into it. So I'm gonna be blow drying her today. I'm gonna be flat ironing her and just slicking her out. And I'm gonna actually be showing y'all a couple of products I'm using now. I really don't care about the products like that. It's really all about showing y'all my little bit of technique. I've already cut Shelly. Shelly has already been cut, so I don't have to. That's the only thing we're not doing today is cutting Shelly. Now these heads are quite expensive, so I'm gonna have to get my coins up a little, get my rubles up a little bit before I could purchase another Shelly. But for right now, this is what we have to work with, and I have cut her really well. So let's go ahead and do a hair reveal because she's been washed. So let's go ahead and reveal her. Ooh. Okay, Shelly. So Shelly has been washed. Ooh. Y'all, my phone keep on falling. Just work with me. Just work with me, Lordy. My phone is falling. Shelly's not. Y'all see Shelly's sisters back there? We haven't named those girls yet. Those girls have not been named, but we're gonna give them a name very soon. When they are featured, when they are on the set, then we'll give them a name. But for right now, this is just what it is. So what I always like to start out with when I do any type of hair or anything is I like to start off with a good part. Because if you have a good part, then you have a good hairstyle. Okay. So we'll start by parting her. And as you can see how the cut is still there. You can see the cut. Cut it well. And what type of shampoo do y'all use? Hold on, because I want to get the correct name of it, y'all. I used Design Essentials. I never really got into Design Essentials. My aunt had bought it for me, so I just went ahead and used it. But y'all, we're gonna go ahead and silk press her out. I like, again, when you do your silk press, let's bring her back in the camera so y'all can see her. When you do your silk presses, you want to make sure you start with a good wash. I don't care if you using a mannequin head. That's what. So y'all never know what y'all gonna see on my channel because you may see a human head, you may see a mannequin head, you may see a wig head, but it's always gonna be a slay, okay? But anyway, when you are doing these, you want to start off with a clean base. You want to make sure the hair is washed, it has been blow dried, it has been thoroughly washed. That is the first thing that you want to do. I didn't mean to say blow dry, but wash is what you want to do. So let's go ahead and get her parted all up. See, I like to part it before I start blow drying because parting it give me like a good space of how how I want everything to lay. But y'all, yes, I already got a good cut on her. I've been cut her. I love cutting hair. Cutting hair really helps. It helps format your look. If you're trying to go for a specific look. Oh, hi, y'all. I didn't even see y'all comes on a hey. It just helps you with your look. So we're going to go ahead and get her blow dried. So the blow dry that I am using today is because like I said, I was going to show y'all the products that I'm using too because this is not no free promo, but it's going to be some free promo today. So the blow dry that I am using is the name not even on it no more. I blow dry the name off. Jesus. I think it's the Silver Blue. It's made by Conair. And it's a really good blow dry. If you want to get your hair really straight and you have really coarse hair, this is a good blow dry. So we're going to be using this one. Now I got to find us a plug. We done ran out of plugs. Because I'm scared to use my plug over here because I got so much stuff plugged in it. I think I can unplug y'all for a minute. Let's unplug y'all for a hot second. Let's get to blow drying her. It may be a little loud, but that's okay. I'm scared to plug this in right here because the power might mess up. Ooh. I'm gonna plug it up somewhere else, y'all, because I'm scared. Hold on. And I don't want to mess up my shabari. My shabari. Give me one moment. Ooh. Okay. So, let's cut her off. I forgot to get her caked up, so let's get Mama's all caked up real fast. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Get her all caked up. I was gonna play some music, but I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'm not gonna play the music. Now, something else that I really, 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 really enjoy using when I blow dry hair is this. I should already have all this stuff out, but this is not really a scripted show, so don't know what that means. This is some blowout spray that I'm finna use on her. So let's just spray her. Ooh, spray her with a little bit of that. Get her in the back. It would smell so good, y'all. It smells so good, so good, so good, so good. So let's go ahead and blow dry her. Fabulous. got her all blow dried. Blow dried. We're gonna do the same type of part we did last time. The same type of part we did last time. Just a little bit. Let me come on this side of her. So you see my girl got a good cut on her. Okay. Make sure we get that part right, because I'm telling you, that's the most important thing when you're doing this, is you want to make sure, and even if you're doing real hair, you want to make sure the part is straight. Okay? Nobody wants a crooked part. Like, who wants a crooked part? And so, we got mama's part all straightened out. And now we finna start pressing her. Okay, see, I'm not a cosmetology graduate or anything. I have not mastered hair yet, but I'm heading in that direction. But I do know a little something. And so what I like to do when I am doing this is I like to start in the back of the hair. So let me just show you what I'll do. Oh, excuse me. I get me a couple of hair clips. Move this. I get me a couple of hair clips and I start from the very back. Because I feel like it just helps you flow better. It keeps a consistent progression, I should say. Especially when you're working with short hair. So I get me a couple of hair clips. Get that hair up out of my way. Oop, hold on. The hair is starting to fight me back, Lord. Get that hair up out of my way. And I just go section by section. So, the flat irons I'm going to be using today. Let me go ahead and show you the flat irons I'm going to be using today. Now, people are very particular about flat irons. I've always heard these were very good flat irons. So, I mean, to each their own. Whatever you prefer, whatever you like, whatever interests you, that's what you should do. But I have these cheap flat irons. These are ceramic and titanium mixed, because people be like, oh, ceramic is not good, ceramic is not this, ceramic is not that. But I feel like a good mix of it with some titanium is the G, because these are good irons. Now I gotta see what I'm gonna unplug, because I got too much stuff over here. I can plug my flat irons now. My stuff just dropped, y'all. So let's sit these here. Because it's, again, when you're a stylist, you don't want to keep a messy space. You want your space to be neat. Okay? Tilt the head a little bit. I got to get rid of the clip. Hey, everybody that's coming in. Make sure y'all are liking. If you are watching, make sure you're hitting the like button on my videos. I am doing a silk press right now. So, for all the people that's watching, just want to let you know that I am doing a silk press. Now, I'm going to flat iron this on. We're going to do 3. We're going to do 385. We're not trying to burn the hair off. This goes up to 400, but I'm not trying to burn the hair off, y'all. I'm not trying to burn the hair off at all. Y'all, hair is supposed to be fun. Like, that is why I have created this channel and stuff like that, is because I feel like hair is supposed to be fun. It's not something that is meant to be like, see, here we go. Here we go. One moment, y'all, I have to go try to see, can I get the power turned back on, because the power went out. Unfortunately, that's why I was scared to plug all this stuff up. But let me reboot, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, okay? Just stay tuned, because the power just went out. Okay, we are back after technical difficulties. Can y'all see me? Is y'all on here? Because after I had to get the power back on, it had shut off. First of all, let me unplug a couple of things. This is food for thought. We are not in the salon. We are in my room, so therefore we have to unplug a couple of things. You guys may not get the fancy lights today because I don't need the power going back out of me. So you guys you're gonna get this light here. Y'all gonna get the lighting that I'm giving y'all. Okay, today. Because I was trying to give y'all the fancy red and blue unslay, and it just ended up not working. Okay? And so let me try to turn my flat irons back on. Maybe I need to plug these up somewhere else. Let's plug these up somewhere else. Should I? Let's unplug some of this stuff here. Like this. Okay. I think we're in a better predicament. Because that was a lot. Y'all, if you're just coming in, I had a minor outage. A minor outage, which put a delay in my video. Okay? Put a delay in my video. Now, I don't really like, when I'm doing silk presses, I don't really like to spray hairspray on before I do it. I kind of like to spray after it to kind of like seal it. But you can if you want to. I wouldn't tell anybody not to, because I don't feel like it'll do anything bad to it. I just don't like to do it. So let's get into it. Do I want to try? I don't really want to. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this. Okay. I should turn the TV down. Can y'all hear that TV? I don't know. It might be a little too loud. I should have muted it. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn my TV down. I just end up turning it completely off because I don't need it right now. I'm not watching it. I ain't got to tell my girl to hold her ear because guess what? She doesn't feel it. Funny. Yes, ma'am. Don't y'all see that? Period. Me. Mm-hmm. And so after I did like a little section, I just hit it with a little spray. Boom, boom, boom. Now, y'all, I'm kind of going like side by side, like I'm doing this side first, then I'm gonna work my way over. But I always say again, hair is what you want, how you like it, how you want it done. You know, teaching the girls how to curl is me showing you what I do and how I like it done. You know, and if you like it done that way, then guess what? You can do it that way. But me and myself, I'ma do it. Okay. Period. Y'all excuse that noise. I live by a very noisy, loud street. So, sorry in advance. Okay, so this side is not done, but I kind of got this little section right here done. Here with a little spray. I'm using this Camera 25 spray. Very, very, very good. If you don't know, now you know. Um, yes, 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 yes. I feel like I should play some music. I really do. I feel like I should play some music. You know. But I know that I can't play music here on YouTube because they're not gonna allow me to, I don't know, would I be able to keep my video up? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm telling y'all, like, flat iron the hair is just so peaceful. Like, that's why I'm kind of not saying anything, but it's so peaceful, y'all. I don't I'm finna turn it to the back so y'all can see me doing the back. Because I need y'all to follow along. I mean, I forgot, this is Curly with me, y'all. You supposed to be doing it with me. Okay. So y'all can see because I don't want to leave y'all out. I don't want to leave my people out in the rain, in the rain, in the rain. Rain. I wish we could play some music. Some music. I cannot sing. I used to could sing. I don't know what happened. I was a very great singer at one point in time in my life. Um, you'd really think that I maybe had got a hold of some Newports or something, the way my voice is set up now, because I used to be able to blow. Like, seriously. I was a phenomenal singer. And it's like now, nothing, unfortunately. Nothing. And I love this hair so much because it really mimics like natural, like a natural blowout. Like if a black woman got a natural blowout, it really like mimics that so well to me. And the only thing is, it don't mimic, if it mimics if she had a perm now. This is definitely some permed hair. This is not all natural. Okay? Because see, that all natural hair, if I would have when I took that towel off, she still would have been holding a curl. This was not holding a curl. This was that kinky straight hair. That's why I said it is definitely, it mimics black hair, but not like if the hair ain't permed, no. Like I'm talking about before wash, because you definitely can get, I feel like you can get natural hair like this. I've seen it done before. You can get natural hair straight, real straight. It takes a good wash. That's why I say a wash is always important, boo. If you try to do anything, a wash is important. People think they have to skip the washing process. And that's another thing we're going to discuss. I'm going to discuss hairstylists. I mean, I'm not going to speak for the specific city that I live in. I'm going to talk about let's just say Atlanta, because I live in Georgia. But Atlanta is really like, they catch a lot of heat behind their hairstylists and stuff. And I feel like, I get it. Some of it, don't get me wrong, because I feel like nobody should have to pay an extra 150 or extra $200 just for a shampoo and a wash. Like that is insane to me, to sit up and have to pay that much money for a shampoo and a wash. Like that should automatically come with the service to me. Especially, and I don't see how y'all stylists is doing people hair and not providing that service. And you don't know what type of shampoo they use, especially, depending on what type of service they getting. If they getting something like a silk press or anything that requires you to do something to their natural hair heat wise, babes, I don't understand how y'all doing that, because you don't know what type of shampoo they use. You don't know what process they went through washing their hair. Did they wash their hair well? Like, you just don't know. You just out here making the people wash their own hair. To me, that just don't make no sense to me. I feel that's part of getting your hair done is, for the hair wash. And it's like, no hair wash? Excuse me? Where the people doing that at? You know? I don't get it, but obviously they are doing it. So that is what it is. And y'all gotta start being on time to y'all appointments too. Because I don't like the whole late fee thing. Don't get me wrong. I feel like you should not be charging somebody hundreds and hundreds of dollars for fees anyway. But these people are still professionals and they have to get their money, and so you can't just flake on them and not show up and expect them to still want to service you. Like, no, that is not how that works. Boo. And that's another thing when you are doing like this, like silk presses or any type of like flat iron style or any type of like thing that you want to have some type of volume of body, I feel like a cut is important. A lot of people forget about that. Like a cut is so important. It will give it a whole new bounce, a whole like it. You did y'all catch that? Did y'all get into that? Okay, catch it, catch it. If you did not catch it, okay, catch it, catch it. Y'all, we are not done, but close. Not close. We're just not done yet. Okay, so be patient. Be patient. I'm telling myself that because sometimes I can be so impatient. Seriously. Again, I haven't forgot about y'all. I'm still doing that. I'm just focusing right now on this nape of this head of kitchen. What do people call it? The kitchen. I'm focused on the kitchen. The kitchen. The nape of this hair. Do y'all see that shine? Like that's why I love this hair. Like that's why I say it embodies black hair. For real, for real. It really, really does. Ooh. I don't know what's wrong with me today. It's like I keep dropping stuff. Am I nervous because I'm on here? I don't think that I'm nervous. I mean, this isn't my first live. It's my first live doing this. But it isn't my first live, no. I wonder if people are going to watch the replay. I don't know if people are going to watch my replay. I don't know, but if you do, thank you for watching. If you watched this far, I mean, I appreciate it. And for the people that are just coming in, I am, because I feel like I keep repeating myself. I am doing a silk press, so yeah. And I had like a power outage when I first got on here and everything, so it was crazy. But I got it together. These ring lights be hot, don't they? These ring lights be so hot. I'm like, Jesus, can I catch a break? The ring light, I mean, I love the light that it radiates, but these ring lights they be like, my goodness, they're hot. I'm like, Jesus, I'm sweating. Maybe I wasn't nervous. Maybe I'm hot. That is why I'm dropping stuff. Okay, hold on. I am hot. I'm terribly hot. I don't like being hot. I'm not a hot natured person at all. Not a hot natured person. I was talking about it today. I'd rather be cold than hot. I just would. That's just me. Put me in Antarctica. I would never want to be in the Sahara Desert. If I had to pick between one, and it was between the Sahara, it was between the Sahara or Antarctica, take me to Antarctica, you know? I need me a couple of coats of things. Don't take me there without a coat or two. But take me to Antarctica. Because I don't care how much fans you got. I don't care how much ice water you have. I don't care about any of that. You're going to be hot. And being hot like that, it's no cure unless you have a unit of AC. Okay? Whether it is a vehicle, whether it is a home, you're not going to be cooled off until you have under some sort of AC. So there's that. I always tell people that I am not for the. I am not a person that is for the heat. I don't like it. I absolutely don't like it. I terribly hate the heat. Okay, but I really enjoy this ring light. But it radiates a lot of heat, and I think I'm kind of hungry too. That's why. Is it because I'm hungry? Who knows? I think it is. Okay, so y'all, I'm gonna talk about something else too while we curl this hair because yeah, we gonna talk about some things. But I was having a conversation with my cousin, right? And I'm not really gonna like say too much because like this is the internet, and I'm not gonna do all of that. But we were having a conversation about finding jobs and things of that nature, and how complicated it is to find a job in this day and age. And I really hate that for us. It's like if you don't have a career or you don't have like something that you are good at and you can make money from it, I mean, it's really hard to find work. I mean, I went to and I was expressing to her how I had went to this temporary agency, which like if you don't know what a temporary agency is, a temporary agency is when you go to they give you like immediate work. So sometimes you can get a job the day of, you may get a job the day after. It just depends on what their availability is. So I was telling her how I had went to the staffing agency, and the young lady who I spoke with there, who happened to be Hispanic, and I love Hispanic people, but she happened to be Hispanic, and which I'm gonna circle back around to why that is important. But she had happened to be Hispanic, and she was just very rude to me. She had told me how my resume was not good enough for the jobs that were there. And mind you, these are very entry level jobs. These are like jobs that are, like Amazon jobs, like packing jobs, picking jobs. It's not anything too complicated. So we later on had got into like a little verbal altercation. I had expressed to her how I felt like you're just a receptionist, and she also told me that I need to stop calling up to her job because I was um, putting like a bad name in for myself with the company for them to hire me on. So we had a couple of choice words. Well, I had some choice words for her. And I basically told her, ma'am, if I wasn't calling up here, you would not be getting paid. So you should be grateful that I am making phone calls every day up here because it keeps you working. Okay? Because if I was not calling your phone to see did you have any work, you wouldn't be working. So let's be clear. Um, so I guess she didn't like that. So she tried to stay on the phone and really argue with me. And to circle back around to her being Mexican, I feel like with you being a minority and you knowing how it is for minorities at this point, you should never even have tried to make that complicated for me. You know, you I feel like we need to stick together to a certain extent. I'm a black person, you're a Hispanic person. We need to work together here. You shouldn't be trying to work against me. I understand if you did not have a position that was open for me or that was fit my resume at the time, but it was a better way that you could have said that. You would have to be nasty and rude and tell me that I could not call to your job. Like, who are you to say that to me? You know? If it wasn't for me calling up to your job, you wouldn't have a job. If it wasn't for me and other people calling up, they're trying to see if you had work, you wouldn't have a job. But yeah, we were just discussing that, and I was telling her my little horror story with that young lady. And it was just so disgusting to me how she carried on. Like, she was just so obnoxiously rude. It just was so crazy to me. So, what I ended up doing, because I did feel like, you're not gonna get away with how you spoke with me. I want your up hires, whatever. I want them to know how you talked to me, and that was really rude and really nasty. And so I end up speaking with her manager, I think it was, and I don't know if it was the manager or whoever. It was the person that was over her, in charge of her. And then I end up asking to speak with the person that was in charge of her manager. And so the person that was in charge of her manager ended up reaching back out to me, and we had a conversation. And she was just basically like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry that it happened to you. I want to send you, I want to see your resume and things of that nature." She ended up not reaching back out to me either. I'm not really going to expose the name of them because they're not worth exposing. But, and I don't, this is not an expose, this is more of a story time. But y'all, it's just like I was discussing my cousin. It's really complicated, but what you have to do, and what I always suggest anybody to do, is to keep going. Because this life is hard, and we are going to have obstacles. Just because we're young does not mean that obstacles are not going to come in our way. Even if you do have a career or you do have something that you're good at, that you make money off of, or that you profit off of, we're still going to have, I missed a piece of hair. We're still going to have obstacles, and we're still going to have, hard times, and everything is not always going to be great. And so I really just had to discuss it with my cousin. I'm like, I understand that, you having a moment right now, but girl, cry, dry those tears up, and try again. Because life is not always, it's not always going to be hard. I always tell people that, like, things are going to get better. Just because you're in a predicament that you're in right now doesn't mean that you're going to be there forever. You're not. The stuff don't last forever. Like, you being jobless, you being, broke, you're not having it all together, it never lasts forever. It's always an end date to a terrible season. I always tell people that. So don't ever get it locked in your mind that, oh, I'm here right now and I'm never going to get out of this boat, or I'm never going to do. It's always going to be a better outcome, is what I feel. So I always look towards a positive. And that's basically what I was saying. Even though it's hard to find a job, it's hard to try to get ourselves together right now. It's gonna happen. We just gotta continue to work towards it. And that is what I always tell anybody, not just, people who I'm close with or my family members. I tell everybody that when people come to me with foolishness, because people always say, well, Desmond, you don't care about stuff, or you don't this, or you don't that. It's not I don't care. I just don't try to live my life in stress, because life is already hard enough. We already have enough stuff to deal with as it is anyway. Why would you just want to add to? I don't want to add to if it's negative. And so people always like, "Oh my God, you're just so like careless and carefree." Hold on, guys. Y'all, people do not respect my craft sometimes. Again, you still have to remain calm. But like I was saying though, you have to find that point where it's like you're gonna keep going, because it's hard sometimes. It is. It's very hard in the world that we live in to keep going. But like what I was saying before I had went mute for a minute, is people always ask me, how do you maintain such a calm, you know, reserved, like feeling about everything? Ooh, I had curled her a little too tight. Hold on. How do you like you have that calm feeling? It takes work. It takes work to be calm about stuff. Because when I tell you I be want to pop off, I be want to pop off. Do you hear me? But I be realizing that popping off is not worth it because it don't do nothing but put you in two situations: in jail, stressed out, or DIE. Okay, and nobody wants to be that. We all want to be in the land of the living and prospering. Nobody wants to be, you know what I'm saying, down all the time. We want to be up. We want to be feeling good about ourselves. So that is why I always try to maintain a positive attitude about not only things in my life, but things about other people's lives too, because I don't like to see people in messed up situations. I really don't. I like to see people prospering, positive, you know what I'm saying, just doing good for themselves. I don't want to see nobody in a position where they cannot prosper. Like, we all want to be in that position where we are winning. But I feel like we have to have that mentality first. Even if because every season is not going to be a winning season. But you have to have a winner's mentality. And that's what I always try to tell people. You have to have a winner's mentality. You cannot maneuver this earth thinking that everything is just going to be a piece of cake, because it's not. That's how you win, is when you overcome challenges, okay? Note that. You don't win if you wake up a winner. You wake up a winner because you overcame a challenge. Okay? But, y'all, that was just a moment for me. I had to tell y'all because I feel like somebody out there needed that. I'm not going to lie. Somebody out there needed that message. Because even through the hard times, you still gonna win. You still gonna win. I be preaching to myself. It's important to preach to yourself. It really is. I think a lot of people don't realize how important it is to say positive things to yourself. We need more positivity in the world. And I ain't nothing wrong with negativity because the world is a little bit negative. So sometimes you have to deal with the negativity. You got to know how to deal with the negativity. But choose peace or be thirsty. Okay, I choose peace. But y'all, this silk press is coming along. Actually, I'm getting done faster than what I thought I was gonna get done. Cause but as you can already see the bounce. Get into the bounce. Get into the bounce. But yeah, I always tell people that about being positive. It's important. I'm doing like a slight bump at the end, as y'all can see. It's not really like a heavy bump. It's just like a slight bump. A slight bump. When I tell you, I wish I knew the name of this company I got this mannequin head from, because it is a really quality mannequin head. Like, as far as mimicking like black hair, it does such a good job at that. Like, it really does. It really does. Thank you. It really does a great job at mimicking. I got interrupted by my mom, of course. but it does a really great job at mimicking black hair very greatly. Very, very, very greatly. And it take heat well. It take heats really. That's what heats. Y'all, sometimes my English is just very, I'm not going to say terrible or my verbiage is terrible. I'm just from the South, okay? And from the South, we will turn a word into anything, okay? I know some people up north pronounce every single syllable in their word. Like they say, like, what's the wood? What's the, but we say word. We say word. We're very country, and so that's why I'm talking, trying to sound a little bit professional on here, because I don't want to be like super country, but I do have a country accent. I really do. But back to the hair, okay? But can we just give it up for the hair? Back to the hair. What I'm using again for people that have not seen, because this is live, but I know people that are going to watch the replay are going to be like, oh my God, you showed that so many times. I did. But I'm showing for the people that are live. This is Camera 25 hairspray that I'm spraying on here to give it the body yaddy yaddy that it's holding. Um, and yeah, tell me what's your favorite hairstyle. If y'all have any favorite hairstyles, if you're watching, tell me what your favorite hairstyle is. Put it down in the comments. If you have like a favorite look, because let's get into this. What I've really realized about hair is that like everything that was popular in like the 90s or 80s is really has really come back. Like it has really ricocheted back into the year of 2026. Like the older looks that women used to wear, it really is prevalent now. You know, it really is. And I really just started paying attention. I'm like, people are really like, that nostalgia must really be a lot for them because the people are wearing the old styles. My lips are kind of dry. I need to put some chapstick on, but it's okay. But yeah, what are some of y'all favorite like looks? Like, French rolls, and that's another thing. Like I've always, I'm black, right? And I'm unapologetically black. Like I love black people. I love black hair. I'm black, so why not? But I also like other cultures as well. I like to know like what are some of you guys is like Hispanic people, um, indigenous people, like people that are of other cultures. What are some of the hairstyles that y'all do that like or have done that is like a cultural staple for you guys? Because for black people it is French rolls, it's a lot of different styles. I don't even know all of them. It's pin-ups, it's so many different ones. I mean, silk press is just something that has been able to withstand the test of time. Like it has not went away because people are never going to stop wearing their natural hair at all. So that is something good too, that I think is that people don't start wearing their natural hair, because who wants to just always be stuck to a wig or something? And I love wigs. I feel like it's fun. Wigs are fun. I don't like people that wig shame. People should be able to wear wigs if they like. But, also having the option to wear natural hair is always fun too. Okay. Ooh. I don't want to knock down my flat iron. I'm not trying to burn myself today. So this bob is really tight. I know it's looking quite tight, but I'm telling y'all it's gonna come together. Okay? You gotta stick it with me. Stick it in, stick it out with me. If you guys are watching, make sure you like my live. I will greatly appreciate it. Like and leave a comment if you can. And put some comments down below, because I like to have a discussion with my people while I'm on here. I'm just sitting here so concentrated. Like, literally. I'm just sitting here so concentrated on this right now. This is such a good flat iron. Like, I'm so glad I got it. I wish I knew the exact name because she has so many flat irons. Like, seriously. They have like a fortress of flat irons. But like it gets hair bone straight. And it adds such like a sheen to it. Y'all see, like I didn't spray nothing on that piece. I didn't spray no hairspray on it yet. And it added such a good shine to the hair. Like, do y'all see that? Like, it just adds like such a good shine. This, let me show you, it's a chi iron. It's a really good iron. Like, if you like to flat iron your hair, if you like to wear your hair curly straight, it's good for all the styles. All of them. See how bouncy and curly she is? How bouncy and curly she is? If y'all don't do nothing, if you have a friend that enjoys hair content, make sure you share and like my live. It is greatly appreciated. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have a homegirl or homeboy who loves hair, make sure you share the live to them because yeah, I want them to see me slay this mannequin. It's not a mannequin, honey. Her name is Shelly. If y'all want to see me slay Shelly, because if you're new, because I see that like it's a few couple of more people watching that was first of all. If you're new, I'm flat ironing Shelly right now. We're giving Shelly a silk press, okay? A silk press. That is what we're giving Shelly. So Shelly is in my chair right now getting a silk press. A silk press. I was gonna do when I first came on here today, I was gonna do like a barrel look. I was gonna curl this with barrels, but I was like, no, I wanna do a silk press. I wanna give the people a silk press today. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like a silk press set today. They're silk pressy. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing these lives. Like, it's kind of weird though, I'm not gonna lie. Because it's kind of be like I'm talking to myself sometimes. But I mean, I do that sometimes anyway, so I don't care. But um, I'm gonna start doing them because they're fun, and I'll be doing. I swear, here I go with the southern stuff again. I be okay. I told y'all I'm gonna say the I be because that's the way I talk. I'm always doing my mama's hair, and other relatives' hair as well. So I may or may not be going live and I do the hair too. And we may be discussing a couple things, but I ain't gonna lie. With my mama, I'm gonna have to wait till so I'm about 80% done. Cause I don't have time to sit on live this whole time with her and do the cause my mama is a trip. Okay, I would call her in here so y'all can meet her, but she will shut my whole entire y'all know how the lights went off when I first got on here. The lights will go off again. Okay, and it'll be a whole shabri again. I don't have time for that. Not right now. I just don't have time for that. So I'm gonna keep her up off of here for now. Y'all, you know what I want to do? Cause I love hair, right? So I want to do a drag wig. I've never thought about doing a drag wig because I never really was a big drag race watcher. Of course, when I was a little boy, like it was certain stuff that your parents not gonna let you watch on TV, and that was just one of them. But once I got to a certain age, I didn't care. I watched what I want to watch, and so I would like see the drag race commercials, and it would be like kind of awkward. Like, should I watch it? Should I watch it? And I started watching it, and it just seems so like interesting to me now that I go back and look at it. Because I should have been watching this, and I really want to do a drag wig. I'm gonna try a drag wig one day. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna come on here and make and do the wigs too. So that's another thing. Y'all gonna be seeing my girls on here. All my girls got names. Okay, I give all my girls names. Now the names do vary because it depends on what type of cut and what type of do it is. If it's a certain type of do, the name's gonna change. Like I know this is gonna be a Shelly set. Like you're gonna see once I get done why it's a Shelly set. But Shelly could change it to Tiffany, Nicole. It depends on the style. Whether I want to add a couple of extensions or whether I want to cut her short. Shelly can definitely turn into Elisa or Tina. No Knowles though. Because Miss Tina Knowles, honey, that crown only belongs to one woman and her. You know. But I could try to achieve a Tina Knowles, but not with this here. It take too much color and extensions. Cause she's really short. She's about a 10-inch right now. She's about a 10-inch right now. Like I said, I come on here to teach the girls how to curl, braid, flat iron, and most of all is to slay, boo. It's to slay, okay? That is what you want to do. Most of all is to slay. That is what I come on here to teach. Not necessarily teach, but talk with the girls on how to keep yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about it, and this is another thing. Ooh, that's been so good for me and my mama to talk about. I talk about people doing things for themselves. Like, because a lot of people are like, oh, women do this for a man, or a man do this for a woman, or whatever. A man do this for a man, or a woman do it, whatever, whoever you like. Do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Do it because you like it, because you feel like it's fab. That's why you need to do it. And that's why I always tell people, that's nothing I always tell people. It's just to do it because you like it. Don't do it because it's cool. Don't do it because it's trendy. Do it because you like it and you find it cool. That is one of the best things. The best advice I could have ever taken from anybody is to do it because I think it's cool. Because I like it, you know? Because some people will do things because they think that it's like the it trend or it's something cool. No, do it because you want to do it. Do it because you like it. Do it because it's fun to you. Now I may have to let this. Ooh. Now why would she just serve me like that? And why would she just serve me? I may have to let this down just a little bit. Hold on. Gotta put her cape back on. Her cape came off. The children are about to go back to school. How do y'all feel about the children finna go back to school? My God, are the children ready to go to school? That's the question. I'm so glad that time is behind me. You just don't understand. I didn't really enjoy. I enjoyed school. It was okay, but it just was the preparation and the anxiety. Like for me, like that's another conversation I need to have because I never talked about that. Like I used to have anxiety when I was young, and I didn't even realize what it was. Like I was literally having anxiety. Like I'd be so like nervous to go back to school, and it didn't have nothing to do with a particular person or people per se. It was like I had my own personal anxiety about school. And I'm just not realizing it. It's so crazy. Like, I was anxious, and I think, like, going back to school and having to worry about, oh, who's going to talk about my shoes, who's going to talk about this. And let's not, I'm not going to say like I had the best of everything, but I had nice things going back to school. But it was hard with children because children will pick any little thing apart. It doesn't matter. You can have the nicest shoe, you can have the nicest pen, the nicest clothes, they still will find something to pick on. So it's like, it's really a lot being a kid and going to school, but I had a lot of anxiety, and I didn't even realize that. I was thinking back earlier because I have a younger brother who's about 10, 11 years younger than me, and he's about a year to go back to school. And well, he's about to go to middle school. Will be his first year in middle school. And we were kind of concerned about the middle school that he was going to, because we had heard that it was just wasn't that great. And you know, I was kind of saying, like, I thought, middle school had kind of changed or evolved, and it hadn't, from what I heard from a couple of people, because it's been a couple of years since I've been in middle school. But I was just thinking about him, and it made me think about, like, I really had anxiety. Like, I used to be really anxious, you know? Like, that was a huge part of my problem, just being anxious about nothing, and not even really knowing what I'm anxious about. It was this crazy part about it. Like, you never really know what you're anxious about, but you're anxious about something. And like, sometimes what's the unfortunate part is you can carry that on into your adulthood. And I think I've kind of done that a little bit. Like, the I kind of done it, but it's about doing the work, not to keep doing it, not to keep being anxious, and doing the work to try to, I'm not gonna say get rid of it, but learn how to deal with it on a level where it's like it's not affecting your day-to-day Shabri. Yeah, I really like. I was thinking the other day. I know I hop around to so many different subjects, but this has something to do with school too. So, just stick with me. I was like, I really want a daughter. Like, I cannot wait till I get older and have children. But like, I really want a daughter because I cannot wait to just have her so pretty and do her hair and just all the stuff. Like, I'm not necessarily gonna put heat on my daughter's hair at a young age, but like, I just cannot wait to make her feel so pretty. Like, just, I just can't wait. I was thinking about that because I think was I doing my mama hair? I was doing somebody hair. And I was like, I cannot wait to have a daughter. Like, my daughter is going to just be that girl. I don't care. My daughter's going to be that girl. My daughter's always going to have a hairdo. Now, I'm never going to teach my daughter to poop or be mean to other people. Like, she's never going to be a cruel girl, but she's going to be that girl. She's going to be that girl that if her friend, her friend hair is not all the way done, she gonna let me know that her friend hair not done, and I'm gonna get her friend hair done, whether I do or whether I pay to get it done. Okay? I just cannot wait. I cannot wait to have a daughter. I really can't. Now, I definitely want a son. I kind of want my son before. I want two children. I want a son and a daughter. I want my son before because I want my son to be older than my daughter. So she can kind of have like a protector a little bit. And they kind of be each other's protector, but she kind of, she don't let the people play with her because she know her older brother not gonna play. So I kind of want a older son first, but I would. Oh, this hair is getting in my eye. Hold on. But I wouldn't mind having a daughter first. I wouldn't, because a lot longest I could have like it back, long as they can come like back to back. I would have to do it like that because I need them to be close in age so they can protect each other. But yeah, I cannot wait to have a daughter. My daughter's gonna be so like, I'm not gonna say spoiled, but she's definitely gonna, she's gonna be that girl. We'll have a couple of flat iron bumps in my hair. It's okay though. It's okay. She is definitely gonna be that girl. I cannot wait. I cannot wait, y'all. When I tell you, it's gonna be so fun. Like, I feel like being I ain't gonna say it's gonna be fun being a parent because I feel like being a parent is really hard. Like, being a parent is like one of the hardest things, if not the hardest things to do in this life. You know, outside of like women being children, I feel like the harder part after that is actually being a parent, like, and actually parenting your kid and you know what I'm saying, messing up, because you're gonna mess up. You're human, you know, and it's just hard trying to navigate being a parent. I seen my mama do it, and it's kind of just like, you know, even my father, like, even though my dad is not in my life a lot, just to see how like he has his children, and I don't know what he feels or what he thinks. You know, he could be really like going to have some thoughts in his head about not being a present father. So it's just hard being a parent, and that's why, you know, I try to show my parents grace, both of them. Um, but sometimes it's really hard because it's like you. Sometimes you can feel entitled as a child. I'm not gonna lie. I try not to be that way. I really do. I try not to be like entitled because I know that like sometimes it can be a bit much. It really can. Like to be an entitled child, to think like just because you're the child or your parent had you that they owe you everything or they owe you the world. When that's just not the case. Like that is absolutely not the case. People should really reevaluate the thought process if you think that, you know, your parent owe you something just because they birthed you or they brought you into this world. That is absolutely not true. They owe to take care of you, make sure that you stay out of harm's way, and you know what I'm saying, raise you until you're an adult and teach you the right way to go in life. They don't owe you anything else outside of that. You know, they just don't. Dang, I got a curl of a flat iron mark in my hair. Now I'm gonna tell y'all not to get a flat iron. Oh, why was I out of breath like that? Jesus, I had to catch our breath. Why was I out of breath like that? Anyway, to not get a flat iron mark, it's because I'm talking. Not to get a flat iron mark in your hair, you have to keep going. Like you have to keep going without stopping. Hi, Angie. How are you? Yeah, you have to keep going without stopping. That is how you don't get flat iron marks in your hair. So y'all, we are almost done with her. Um, I'm gonna show you guys the finished results once I get done. We got this little piece to go. I'm gonna stand here with y'all until I get completely done because that's what I have. Now I didn't necessarily promise you guys that, but I promised myself that because I was like, I'm gonna get on this live today, and I'm not gonna get up. I've been on here for almost like an hour and a couple of minutes, and I'm gonna stay on here because this is what I promised y'all I was going to do, and I'm going to go through my promise. I think I'm gonna change this series to Salon Talk because we've been having a very good conversation. You know, Salon Talk. That is what I think this is gonna be. Salon Talk. Okay. Silk Press Edition. I think that is the series that I'm gonna do when I go live. It's gonna be like Salon Talk. But yeah, back to this whole school thing. Like, that's why I be telling people, like, that's why when I do, like, get to a space to where I can, like, bless people and do things for people, I've always envisioned me having, like, a big old festival or a big old hair event, like, bringing multiple hairstylists, bringing, like, nail techs and people who, you know, just do things like that into one big space and to do it for free for kids going back to school, even barbers. So that is something that I'm going to do once I get like in a financial place and, you know, in a space where I can pull it all together. That is something that I'm really going to do. That is a dream of mine, is to give back in that way. Because there's so many parents and there's so many people who stress themselves about going back to school shopping. Like sometimes this is the worst time of year for people, especially single parents. And you know, not to just single out the single mothers, but it is a lot more single mothers than it is single fathers. And sometimes this be the worst time of the year for them because they don't have it all to give back, you know, to their children. They can't buy their children school supplies or new clothes. Like I've been in that predicament before where I had to go to school with old clothing. And so I know what that is like, you know, and it's terrible for the children and the parents. So that is something that I really like want to do and I'm going to do when I get in a better situation is I'm going to take care of families that are less fortunate during the back to school time. Because sometimes this time of the year be worse than Christmas. I be so focused when I be I be so focused when I'm flat ironing. Like, what is going on here? So focused. I'm always so focused. Oh, you talking about this bracelet here? I don't know what this person is talking about here, but you're spitting though. Are you talking about what I'm talking about? But yeah, thank you for if you talking about this bracelet. Thank you. But yeah, I'm really like for real. Like I really want to help people that are less fortunate around this time of year because it sometimes it ain't all pretty, y'all. It ain't. I know that's why I say to be in that negative space, we got to try to get out of that. Like it gotta be some type of end game to the negativity. Nobody wants to be in negativity 24/7. And if they do, get away from them. Okay? If they do want to be in negativity, oh, you said you agree. Thank you so much. I don't understand what you were saying at first. I'm sorry, but thank you. Yes, that is what I was saying. Like I really just feel like people just got to be happy, and it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to be, but just got to be happy. And I'm gonna help. I am gonna help people though, for real. I'm really gonna help people. I cannot wait to get in a predicament to like help people, even if it's just doing somebody's kid hair, or getting their child a haircut, or buying their child a shoe or an outfit. Like that is what it's all about, for real. It's my I knew my flat iron went on, y'all. Hold on, let me plug my flat iron back up. What the world? I'm sitting up here. It was on, but it cut off once they feel like I'm not using it. Hold on. There we go. Cause I'm gonna have to go back over this piece. I'm like, no ma'am. I'm gonna have to go back over this piece right here. But like I was saying, yes, you cannot be negative. I love making others smile too. It's really a blessing to be able to do that because a lot of times, and I'm gonna say this, we don't know what people going through. Like we don't know what people going through. It kind of scares me to walk around in the world to be mean to people because you don't. A person can snap out on you. A person can. You don't know. You out here being mean to people and being nasty to people. You never know what people are. You know what I'm saying? Are going through. So you have to kind of just maneuver this world in positivity because if you don't, now I ain't gonna say sometimes you ain't gonna have people that gonna gonna make you want to tap into your negative bag, but you got to be able to rise above them. And I always say that because at the end of the day, it's about protecting your peace. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I was at where was I at? I was at Kroger probably like a month ago, and I was sitting in the car with my mom, and we were having a conversation. Actually, we're not having a conversation. She was on the phone with her insurance company, handling some business, and it was two young ladies getting ready to put their stuff inside of their car. One of them was pregnant, and she was riding on the little motor scooters, and she happened to get up and looked. She broke her neck. She looked all the way around in our car and was like, "What are y'all looking at?" And her and the two other ladies that she was with started going crazy. They just started popping and yapping. And I found myself about to engage in their negativity. And I had to understand, like, I had to remove myself. I had to say what I said and let that be that. Because sometimes I be having to calm down and realize that if you engage in people's negativity, sometimes that become you. And you can get yourself really hurt like that. Because some people don't have nothing to lose. And so I had to disengage with that. Yes, you have to kill them with kindness, and it works. It really does. It works. I don't I don't want to pronounce your name wrong. Is your name Suski Noodle Suski? It works. I'm telling you, it works. I encourage anybody to do that. If you are, having any type of negative feeling or you got people, kindness, kindness. I could tell y'all stories for days. For days. I was at a family member house and a person had showed up and I didn't really care for them. You know what I did? And I didn't even have a car at the time, y'all. I was there and I didn't have a car. I didn't have a way to get to, like, I was actually out of town. And luckily, you know, I had some people I could call to come and get me. I was happy. And I left because I didn't want to be around that. Sometimes when you don't want to be around that type of energy, you have to leave. You have to get up and go. Like, people don't be like, oh, it's so hard. No, leave. If you are in a messed up relationship, whether it's with a partner, whether it's with anybody, leave it because it's not worth it. Okay, it is absolutely not worth the negative. It ain't worth it. It really ain't. Like I said, I had to let that lady and her baby be, and I had to realize she was pregnant. And while she give me all that negative energy, I'm going back to the lady at the Kroger's that was in the scooter. You give me all the negative energy, ma'am. You need to be taken and somewhere laying down on bed rest, hoping that you have a safe pregnancy. That's what you need to be worried about. And so I just initially wouldn't think about her and her baby, and I was like, I'm not going to engage with her. I'm not going to do it because that lady is pregnant and she needs to sit down somewhere. That lady needs to sit down somewhere, honey. Hold on, let me see what you say. I'm not ignoring you. I was just doing it. I'm sorry. Noodlezuski, I think is what you said it is. Nice to meet you, hon. Okay. Yes, yes. Yeah, I was like, that lady is putting her baby in danger. I was not finna be doing it. I was like, okay, lady, I'm gonna let you and your baby live today because I don't have time for all that. I'm not going to be entertaining any of your negativity at all. Not going to be doing it. So, Noodlezuski, well, I don't, that sounds so crazy saying I don't want to sound offensive, but how old are you? Oh, are you 21? Are you the same age as me? People, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something so funny. And see, I don't take myself that serious. My old job, I used to work or whatever, and when I was working, somebody told me I looked 50 years old. I didn't take offense to it because hey, here's the thing. I think here's the thing. Going back to trying to be positive. I was like, okay, I may look 50 to that person. I may act 50. It may be something about me that gives 50, but indeed I'm not 50. You know. But if there is something that gives 50 about me, I wouldn't care. So what? You know. No one cares. People take stuff too serious. Yes, I'm 50. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Well, I'm starting to do these lives and it's kind of like a salon chat thing while I'm doing hair and I'm having conversation. And I also post content about not about I post content of me doing my mother's hair and some of my other family members' hair. Um, and that is what I do on this channel. So if you are interested in any of that, stick around and you can go check out my channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. But it's nice to meet you though. Because I feel like for a little bit I've been sitting over here talking to myself a little bit. But it's okay though, cause like I said, I do that anyway. Sometimes it's important to talk to yourself. Some people don't understand. You can be the most honest with yourself. So you sit and have a conversation with yourself. Sometimes a lot of people, I look. Sometimes I be like, some people really need to have. Some people really need to have a conversation with themselves. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though. I ain't gonna lie. It did take me by. So I was slightly gagged. I was like, "Ooh, I look 50." I was. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't mad, but I was shocked. I was like, "Excuse me." But after I kind of interact with the person. It was not that serious because I mean, it is what it is. Like I'm not upset about it. Sometimes people don't mean no harm, but I get what you're saying. Now I definitely was kind of like, what? 50? Like, no. Like, if you would have said 30 to see, they got you good. They put 30. Now, 30 I could take, but 50? Come on now. Come on now. Like, for real. You could at least give me a little. You aged me all the way up to 50. Like, oh my goodness. But hey, it is what it is. I was not too mad at it, but I'm just like, you could at least give me like 30 or 28, 29. Okay, y'all. So we have got Shelly all flat ironed. Y'all, Shelly, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Shelly's hair, but I don't like Shelly's face. If I could have found one with a better face, I would have. But let's get rid of the comb around. Hold on, I need to get me a better comb. I don't want to use that thin comb. One moment, y'all. Had to find a better comb. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, Shelly. Y'all get into that bounce. Hold on, let's lift her up. Let's take her thing off. Cause we done styling her now. And lift her up a little bit more. To show y'all the finished result of our girl Shelly. Hold on, cause I might have to hit Shelly again right here. With the curler. Hi. Yeah, this is a very classic look. This is I don't know what year to give it, but it's like a very classic look for real. It's like very classic. It's just flowy though. It's pretty and flowy and you know, lots of body. Get into the side profile. This is nice and bouncy. Nice, flowy, and bouncy. Isn't she cute? Yeah, Shelly. Get into Shelly. Shelly got a couple of layers in her. Now, like I told y'all, I did cut it before. But, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, Shelly is 90s fine. You said it the right way. I was kind of thinking like the 90s, but like she could have actually pushed through in the 80s too. You know what I'm saying? Like this really could have been like an 80s look. For real, for real. But the 90s definitely could have slid through in the 90s. But it definitely could have, she could have ate in the 80s too. But y'all look, I'm just, she's so cute. She's so cute. So cute. This is the mission that y'all get into the bag. It's so much body. So much body. So much body. Okay, y'all. So we are officially done with her. I'm gonna give her one last little spray before I get up off here. Shelly is 90s fine. 90s man, Shelly. Yes, eat it, Shelly. Let the girls know you are not to be tampered with. Let the girls know you are not to be tampered with, Shelly. Okay, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for watching me. If you have watched thus far, this was an episode. It was supposed to be, um, it was supposed to be. Yeah, just get into this bob. Hold on, before I check out. Like, yes, ma'am. Come on, Bob. Okay. So let me go ahead and check out. So I'm gonna be here all day because I've been on her long enough already. Y'all can see him play with this Bob all day. When I tell you it's so cute to me. This has been an episode of, I had wrote it down. I need a teleprompter. This was supposed to be an episode of teaching the girls how to curl, but I think it's gonna turn into something else because I honestly had liked having a conversation with y'all, with the people today, and just talking about all the things that we were talking about. So if you enjoyed, this conversation today, if you enjoyed watching me curl Shelly, make sure you subscribe to my channel because this is what, oh, get into that body. Get into that body on Shelly. Hold on, one more time. I gotta give it to y'all one more time. I gotta give it to y'all one more time because I don't think y'all really caught it. I don't think y'all really caught it. Hold on. One more time. For the one more time. Boom. Okay. Alrighty, thank y'all for watching so much. I appreciate everybody who liked and tuned into my live. And my lips are dry because I've been talking this whole time. And this is me checking out. Y'all, I'm always going to teach the girls how to curl, braid, and wet, slay all day. Goodbye. How do I end this?